Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Nemesis by Kerry Barnes, narrated by Aldington. W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of Nemesis by Kerry Barnes, narrated by Aldington. Prologue. Bagram, Afghanistan, June 2002. It was 40 degrees Celsius, and the heat was crippling. Nightfall was welcome, but the eerie silence was not. The air around the area of Bagram Air Base was stifling. The dull thudding and echoing booms from the evenly timed popping sounds of a machine gun were enough to have any trained soldiers shitting hot bricks. It was a far cry from London's damp and busy streets. Corporal Adrian Keenan wondered if he was cut out for the armed forces. Yet what choice did he have? Because practically all of the men in his family were in the military. Not only were they in the military, but they were high-ranking, so an expectation was laid at his feet. Do or be disowned. Deep down, he knew he was not as tough as his colleagues. He let them boss him and even bully him into being one of them. Yet he hated them, and he hated himself more for doing what they asked. But even though it went against everything he believed in, he still succumbed to their orders. He wondered if it would be better to throw himself at the Taliban, but their execution wouldn't be quick. It would be torturous, and he wouldn't wish that on anyone, including himself. He took another swig of the vodka and hid the bottle behind the rock. More sweat trickled down his back. His head was boiling under the helmet, and his boots were tight because his feet had swollen in the heat. All he wanted to do was to go back to the base, strip off, run his head under the outside water tap and cool down. But he couldn't. A few 100 metres away were the Taliban soldiers who had been spotted in the tree line. It was his unit's job to determine if they were armed or not. His post was on an incline beside a rocky outcrop. Between the two large boulders lower down was Lance Corporal Jensen Cornish's regular post. Like Keenan, he too hid a bottle of booze there. In his case, he preferred brandy. From Keenan's spot, he could see Cornish on the ground, sprawled out, in a prone position with his light support.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?